Climbing this small mountain in French Polynesia is similar to climbing Angel's Landing in Utah. If only Angel's Landing was one third as wide, didn't have any chains, and the trail was literally crumbling off the side of the mountain. This is Mount Rōtui, and it is, without a doubt, the scariest and most dangerous mountain I have ever tried to climb. Mount Rōtui is the second highest mountain on the French Polynesian island of Moorea, standing at an elevation of 2,949 feet. But despite this modest elevation, Rōtui has a reputation for being a difficult and even dangerous mountain to climb. So much so that only one route on the mountain has ever successfully been climbed. But even this route is no joke, as it follows a knife-edge ridge with extreme exposure all the way to the summit. All trails reviews reiterate that one misstep could be fatal, and that only a small fraction of climbers successfully reach the summit. However, most reviews also said that the climb to the top of Mount Rōtui was one of the coolest hikes with some of the best views anywhere on Earth. So on a recent trip to French Polynesia, my girlfriend Katie and I gave it a shot for ourselves. Now, the trail starts out easy enough, as for the first mile or so, while the trail is steep and loose, there's no exposure, it's not technical, and there's vegetation to protect you from the tropical sun. But you're treated to great views of the reef surrounding Moorea, as well as the two bays that border Mount Rōtui, almost immediately. About a mile in, we reached an extended portion of the trail that was very loose and in some cases nearly vertical. But fortunately, there were a series of ropes installed to assist with this portion, so we didn't find it too challenging. According to all trails, most people stop and turn around at the top of the rope section, but in my opinion, this is where the fun really began. At this point, you start climbing a knife-edge ridge that consistently has more than 1,000-foot drops on either side, and you follow this ridge all the way to the summit of Mount Rōtui, more than a mile away. The first portion of the knife's edge was easily our favorite portion of the entire trail. The vegetation was low, so it didn't get in the way, and it also allowed for great panoramic views. And even though the trail was often less than 3 feet wide and sometimes even required minor scrambling, it never felt too dangerous as long as you were paying attention to where you were putting each foot. But as the trail re-entered the rainforest a little bit farther up, it became very sketchy very fast, and it must have been the portion of the trail that all of the all trails comments were referring to. In fact, it was so sketchy that we put away our camera and didn't take any videos of this portion of the hike. At this point, the trail left the ridgeline and started